Do you think highly of yourself? Do you have high expectations or low expectations? Not just expectations of you, but for your life. Today we're going to talk about what's required to make sure you keep your expectations for not only you high, but also your life.
Something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're going to be.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Hump Day, October 7th. Hope everybody's in a good place, in a safe space as we continue to talk about life expectancy this week. I love this topic. I think all the weeks dovetail nicely into each other, but it makes me want to ask you the question, do you have high expectations? Not just expectations of yourself, but expectations for your life. When you start having high expectations for that life of yours, that means you operate at a higher frequency, be it mentally, spiritually, physically, how you manage your relationships. They know when you come around, this person has high expectations of me to interact with them in this relationship. So let's talk about it a little bit more, because as we get life thrown at us, certain curveballs really to take away from our self-esteem, to where we start to believe that we deserve lower in life. Think about when you were younger, all the high expectations I know I had of myself. And I know as life threw me a couple of curveballs, a couple of situations, a couple of decisions that I made that were very poor, I could have spiraled into a neutral position where I decided I was going to just rent my life. I could have decided to rent my life. And I think for a period of time I did. But then when I started taking ownership and the universe started to open up to me, I started to recognize the higher my expectations, the higher what I receive and get out of my life. If I operate on a low playing ground with low expectations, that's what I'm going to get. Remember, we talked about last week, the higher up the tree, that fruit that you need, it comes with higher expectations of yourself and the people around you and in your life. So let's take a step back. And if you're still stuck in neutral, if you're still renting because of that one poor decision you made, that one relationship that didn't turn out the way you thought it should, that one habit that you have that's allowing you to self-medicate your insecurity, let's own it. Accept it. You have to start there. We talked about in order to get this juicy life, you have to accept what you have, correct what you have, so you can expect what you want. So accept it. Don't feel as though you have to stay in that. Just start operating at a higher frequency. Start having higher expectations and watch things change. Watch people that were in your relationships no longer because they know they can't get away with what they once got away with. They know that you're operating at a higher frequency, a higher expectation. You hear me? Think about all these things. Accept the past. It's okay. But tomorrow we're going to start talking about how you correct it so that you can operate at that higher frequency to get those higher expectations and that life that you deserve. I hope you've enjoyed today enough to like it and come back and spend some more time with us tomorrow. Get you some. I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
That says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're